Alright, be honest with me for 1 second. The Rattler. That free loadout gun you get and instantly think, yeah, I'm definitely not going to make it out of this raid. Everyone calls it trash. So instead of just agreeing with that, I wanted to put it to the test. I spent 48 hours only using the Rattler, but I split it up on purpose. Day 1, I wanted to focus on myself and use the Rattler 1 and 2 only. No skipping upgrades, no excuses, plain as day. Day 2, I wanted to upgrade it fully, so the best mods, and then get the Rattler 3 and the Rattler 4 to see the potential. Same gun, same lobbies, but a very different experience. Let's talk about how day 1 went. So the Rattler 1 and 2 are definitely rough. The reload speed feels like it takes forever. You've got a tiny magazine, and after the patch, you literally can't even kill a shielded player in one magazine. So my first few hours were just pain and sadness. I'd get to jump on people, land some shots, reload, and then I would just die. The Stitchers were killing me. The Kettles were tapping me in the head. I still think that gun is overpowered. And for tier 1 and tier 2, the Rattler absolutely earns its reputation. It's a very hard gun to use because you just don't have enough damage, and I feel like every other gun will out damage you. If you're a new player, this is the version you're using, and I completely understand why people say this gun is complete trash for the free loadout compared to a Stitcher, a Pharaoh, or a Kettle. But I didn't want to quit. I realized fast that you cannot play this gun aggressive early on. You can't really ego peek. You have to be a little bit more concerned and play under the cover. The best thing to do is fire 4 to 8 shots, reload, and then do that again. The Rattler's actually not too shabby on burst shots. It's still not the best, but it's actually playable. That's when I noticed one hidden strength. For the basic AR, the recoil's actually not that bad. It's pretty easy to control. There was potential, but it definitely hasn't unlocked its full potential. So day 2, and I'll say this, everything really changed for the better. I upgraded the Rattler to tier 3, and then later on I did tier 4. The best part is with the Rattler tier 3, you get 20 in the mag, which is huge. And for the Rattler 4, you get 24. So you should be able to be guaranteed a kill, and I was. This gun felt completely different with mods, with everything on it to make it a sustainable and fun gun to actually use. At the end of the day, I actually enjoyed playing with the Rattler. Who would have thought I would say that? And I wasn't just surviving fights, I was winning them after being destroyed with the Rattler 1 and 2. And at medium range, I was actually putting up a fair fight. Yes, I didn't win all the fights, but I was packing a punch, and I don't think people were expecting that. People were saying there's no way I took that much damage from a Rattler. And that slow fire that people actually complain about, myself included, it actually wasn't that bad once you get to Rattler 4. The gun feels completely different, and it just feels natural. It's a lot easier to control, and I had fun doing it. So the honest truth about the Rattler 1 and 2 is, it's bad. It's really rough. You'll probably lose the fights, but if you fire off a couple shots, play reserved, and actually work on your positioning, you can actually kill quite a bit of people. But the Rattler 3 and 4 is a completely different gun. In my opinion, it is a BRT weapon, but it just depends on who is it with. It's not meta, it's definitely not broken, but I think it's a great gun that's stable, really strong, and very easy to upgrade. It's kind of like a budget Tempest, I would say, is probably the best comparison. If you're not running and gunning, this actually might be your gun to try out. You just gotta work on your positioning, holding those angles, and pushing people when you don't think they will push. So if you've ever gotten the Rattler in the free loadout and hate it, I fully understand. But if you're willing to actually put in the work and upgrade it to level 4, I absolutely recommend it. It's not trash. I think it's just really misunderstood. And trust me on this, the feeling of sending a player all gooped up and being killed by a Rattler 4 is the best feeling in the world. And let me know which weapon you want me to play next and give my honest feedback on it. And welcome to the Preaching Squad.